Welcome to BBlock. On today's show, I'm going to be discussing one of the easiest methods to get involved with Bitcoin and run through why it's so important to get involved with this asset. Stay tuned, and I'm going to give you one of my recommendations for a Bitcoin movie to watch on Netflix. This is not financial advice, but educational material about crypto. I am not your financial advisor, and crypto may not be for everyone. Please understand there are risks involved with this, just like any other investment asset. So let's get started. What is the easiest way to get involved with crypto? This is a method called dollar cost averaging. By definition, it is an investment strategy in which an investor divides up the total amount to be invested across periodic purchases of an asset in an effort to reduce the impact of volatility across the overall purchase. So let's unpackage this. What does all this mean? So let's say you have $1,000 and you'd like to buy some Bitcoin. Instead of buying $1,000 of Bitcoin all at once, you would spread this purchase out over, let's say, a 4-week period where you would invest $250 per week for those 4 weeks. What this allows you to do is catch both the highs and the lows, which average out in the long term. Now, this is a 4-week sample size, so the volatility could drop very low one week and then go up very high the next week. The longer that you use this method, the better and stronger your average towards the mean will be over time. So with the rate that Bitcoin has been growing since its inception, you should see pretty good returns using this method. This is a method that institutions are starting to use, like MicroStrategy, Grayscale, some of these other massive hedge funds and investment funds who have been getting involved in crypto are also using these methods, and they're using millions and billions of dollars to do that. So this is a proven method that institutions are using. Another way to relate this and unpackage this is if you compare Bitcoin to a traditional investment like an IRA or 401k, which you may already have knowledge of. It's the same type of investment. You're taking whenever you get paid or on a periodic basis, you're investing money into that investment vehicle. The same works for Bitcoin. You can set it up on automatic recurring charges with whatever amount that you're comfortable with and set this up so it happens automatically over a period of time. Now, this all depends on how you view this investment. Is it a long-term investment over many, many years? What does that look like to you? And understand the reasons of why you want to get involved with Bitcoin. Let's take a quick look at this graphic, which I want to make note of, because this is very, very important to understand that even though Bitcoin is very, very volatile, you have to look at the yearly lows of the actual asset. We're going to pull up a quick graphic to highlight the yearly lows of Bitcoin. What this graphic will show us is that since 2012, the asset has grown each year from its lowest point the previous year but ahead of it. So if you look at this, you can see from 2012 to 2020, the lowest that Bitcoin has gone is these price levels listed here. And what do you see? You see growth year over year, even at Bitcoin's lowest point. So please understand that even though Bitcoin is volatile, it's still growing year over year, even at its lowest point. Many people have been asking me, is it worth it to get involved with Bitcoin or crypto? And in my opinion, I say yes, and I will die on this hill. But please understand the reasons as to why it is worth it to get involved with Bitcoin and crypto. So let's get started. What is Bitcoin and why is it so important? In the easiest terms possible, Bitcoin is digital gold. There's a set limit of Bitcoin ever to be made, which means it is inherently scarce as an asset. Bitcoin is completely decentralized, which means there is no single entity that controls it. It is maintained by a network of computers that solve complex math equations to sustain that network. That's how all the transactions are done, and that's how everything is verified and then stored on a public ledger where everyone can see the transactions. So there's no one party that controls the network. The network is self-governing, and that's what it means to be decentralized. That's why it's so important to understand that Bitcoin is more than just money. It's a new technology, and the technology behind this is called blockchain technology. Blockchain is going to impact every single industry that you know of right here today. This is the start of a revolution. So understand that this is the importance behind Bitcoin. Even though it's new digital gold, there is importance behind the actual shiny, flashy part. I'm hopeful that you guys were able to learn something today and gain some insights into what Bitcoin is and how to get involved with it. If you guys like what you saw, please hit the like, subscribe, leave some comments. If you have questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, it's your boy, Antoine. Deuces.